All right, so this is how we are going to kick off the stream. Somebody just donated a super chat saying there's way too many games to play, even old games. I'm constantly showing new games, reviews dropping, even old games are on sale. You had the Black Friday sale, Christmas sales coming up. Find something to culture yourself with. And I got another one for you. Yesterday, y'all asked me about this game. It must have been shown like late in the day because I missed this one. So we're going to check it out today. This is a new game coming out of China called The God Slayer. It's a new IP. I believe it's an open world action game. People are saying that it's giving them like Avatar vibes. There is a 9-minute demo gameplay reveal. So we're going to go over it, see what's the hype about, and then talk about what else is going on in the news. But it looks like Wukong really was the floodgates that opened the gaming universe to China. Shout out to Harriet Tubman's Pistol with the gifted subs as well. The God Slayer. $4K. Ethos caught that shit all them years ago. One day people gonna listen to the GI podcast. One day. If y'all was tapped in with the GI podcast, you would know all these games coming out of China. You would have been known 5 years ago they was. Yo, shout out to Sean with the super chat. I appreciate you. 1 second. Shout out to Shax, Sean 2 Stacks Gaming with the super chat. Brody, you almost been up on everyone's recap. I appreciate you. And shout out to Jonathan with the super chat as well. Hold on 1 second, because I cannot see these super chats in my OBS. I need to put it into close this dockable. Yes, I'm gonna add it into OBS custom dock. YouTube. Hello, is it gonna add it? Okay, we're gonna do it there. Why teach that? Apply. Boom. Put that there. Okay, close. My fault, y'all. Gotta do this so I can actually see the fucking super chats. And of course, they're not loading. Oh my God, YouTube, please improve your platform. Man, y'all make it a bitch to monitor shit, man. This is why niggas do not want to be on this fucking platform. 1 second, y'all. I gotta add this again. Added it, and then it doesn't fucking load up. Like, streaming on YouTube is a pain in the ass. It's not loading again. Great. Oh, boy. YouTube. Let's see, doc. Custom doc. Let's just delete this one. Let's add it again. YT. How was Meld when you used it? It kept crashing because it was using too much resources. So I turned that shit off. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm back on OBS. But now the problem with OBS, I can see both chats, but I can't see the super chats. For some reason, that doesn't appear. That doesn't appear for me. There we go. I should be able to see them now. One day Google will get more serious. I was thinking of switching to. Nah, that shit was like, it was locked. And then I was dropping frame rates in Battlefield too. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Okay, back to the game. My bad. So back to OBS is crazy because Meld advertises themselves as being more optimized, but they're not. dock the YouTube studio and OBS. That's what I'm doing right now, but it's still a pain in the ass. Like, it's just not as efficient as having actual built-in tools for OBS. Because the problem is you can't see it unless you're going live. I gotta add it every time I fucking stream. This got gameplay? Shout out to Sojo Queen with the sub. 3-minute mark. Shout out to Mikey with the super chat. Appreciate the words. Congrats on a new apartment. All right, here we go.
Celestials. Master, they must be after the researcher.
Could be.
I feel like the voice sync and the voice are the voices AI? And the voice sync doesn't match the mouths.
We need to act fast.
Shout out to Mega Reborn with the sub.
I'll deal with the Celestials. You go on ahead and find out what's going on. Don't do anything rash.
Saturday morning kung fu. Old Bruce Lee movies. Got a nice little transition to the world. Okay, okay.
Easy for you to say. Now, how do I get past all the soldiers?
What happened? That again, is it?
And he tells me not to do anything rash.
The armor looks sick. Yeah, it does. I like the character design.
Mind your business.
Okay, my nigga, okay. We playing as Toph's brother, okay. Got a little earthbender. I ain't gonna hold you. That animation was hella janky. It's like the animation gave out halfway through.
What? There you go.
Damn! Stop right there! Where did he go? It's you! He's up there!
Is this motherfucker the Avatar? He got earthbending and firebending? Okay, so we Zuko and Toph?
Whoa, too many.
Stop! There he is! Nowhere to run down!
Said this ain't coming to PS4. I hope not. Big Avatar Roku.
Have a taste of my ass!
Yo, what the fuck did he just say? Hey, yo, am I bugging or did he say have a taste of my ass? Nigga.
My boy, keep down. Have a taste of my ass!
He's saying axe? Yo, I just played it a second time. It sounds like ass, but it's probably supposed to be axe. That shit do sound like ass though. Like, oh shit. Okay, little flamethrower.
Put it out!
Shout out to Hokage Monarch with the sub.
Cool off, you lot.
Okay, we metal bending. The water effects look kind of rough though.
Gonna be cold.
They're definitely using. I'll say this much. First impression, I see the potential, I see the vision, but it's definitely a little rough around the edges. I would not call this a AAA game. This feels like a AA game that wants to be AAA. Because like, I don't know, maybe I'm nitpicking, but like that water didn't look good. Some of these animations look really stiff, and then Like right here when he was running. What was that fucking sound effect when he was on the ground in the dirt? That sounds like some default sound pack they got off of YouTube or something. Like right there, like the sound design definitely needs some work, man.
Gonna be cold.
Okay, we ice bending though.
What's going on here?
I like the movement. I like the movement.
We are.
That was getting the way he's moving in the air. That reminds me of Infamous.
Auto fools humans. Which is next?
Is that him talking? Was that him talking?
Auto fools humans. Which is next?
I ain't gonna hold you. If you're gonna have a character design that badass, you need to get a better voice actor. That's not it right there, bro. This is a cool looking character, but I'm expecting like some dubious Lubu type energy. Like that's not it. Like they need a, and you know the crazy part is I'm not a picky person when it comes to like voice acting. As long as it's decent, I'm cool. Like I watch anime dubbed. A lot of anime snobs swear dubbed anime is trash, but that should be fun to me. This is pretty weak in terms of voice acting. It's not like sucking me into the universe. Cool character design though. I like the arm.
That must be Master.
Why he say it like a campy B movie though? Yeah, we gotta work on his voice acting, bro. That must be Master.
That must be Master.
Like, come on. Yeah, we might have to turn on the Chinese, the original voice acting for this shit. Yeah, that blade's enchanted. That's the vibe it's getting. Nice transition. Oh, that's cool. He's putting like the rocks on his fist. That's cool. These motherfuckers is definitely fans of Avatar. You cannot tell me otherwise. The shit, it's not the fact that he's throwing rocks around, it's the way that he's doing it. That shit is like, get this shit out of my face. That shit is straight up earthbending, bruh. Yeah, that literally looks like Katara. That literally looks like Katara. I'm not mad at it either. Watch this game be the best Avatar game. Is this the Avatar game we've been looking for? I like the camera work. What's the name of the game? The God Slayer. Which is a fire title, by the way. That's a fire title for a game, The God Slayer.
Go! Head for the signal.
think Nickelodeon sues? Nah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These niggas are fans of Avatar. So the way that he's bending the elements, but then they even have elements from Avatar. Because I remember like, especially in Korra, Korra was set more in like in a steampunk universe. This is definitely given like Avatar Korra vibes. This is like a combination of Aang and Korra. These motherfuckers are definitely Avatar fans. But I don't think because somebody in the chat is like, do you think Nickelodeon sues? I don't think they have a case for this. Like, it's clear what it's being inspired by, but it's also its own thing. It's okay to draw inspiration. A Korra mod would go crazy. That would be crazy to be able to actually mod an avatar into it on PC.
Come on!
Wish list on Steam. Is this 2026? What are we talking about here? 27? No? Let's look at the description box. Enjoy 9 minutes of gameplay revealed from the Godslayer, the upcoming open world steampunk fantasy RPG. This doesn't look open world. This looks semi-open world. Like you can explore a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong because this is a set piece, but it didn't look open world. It's in development for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. No PS4. The developers, 2027. The developers describe the Godslayer as follows. Enter an Eastern-inspired steampunk metropolis where gods known as Celestials reign with divine fists. In this premium open world RPG, why do they call it a premium open world? Is this being made by like NetEase? Is this being made by a mobile game maker? This premium open world RPG, you are an Elemancer, a bender, who refuses to bow to his creators. Infused with elemental powers and a heart of vengeance, you will dethrone them all and you will rise to be the Godslayer. Ladies and gentlemen, to me, this sounds like the Avatar meets God of War. You are basically playing Kratos, but he's a bender instead, and you're not bending to the will of the gods. Maybe with a mix of what's that shit that had the Celestials in Marvel, that sorry ass movie, like a mix of those three. The Eternals, yeah, the Eternals meets Avatar meets God of War. That's the vibe I'm kind of getting. First impressions of it, first and foremost, I like to say, we're going to start positive. I like to say, I love when a new IP is revealed and you guys actually show gameplay. It takes balls. It takes balls to do that. Even though it's early development, it takes balls to do that. We like to see that. I like the world that they crafted. I like the art design. I like the abilities and the fighting. It looks really cool. The parkour looks really cool. The way he's moving around the city, it reminds me a bit of Cole McGrath and what's the name that in Infamous. From what I see though, like I said earlier, it looks good. I see the vision, but it's screaming AA. They say in the description they want this to be a true AAA experience. It's not there yet. And to be fair, it says that it's still in early development. Some of you guys in the chat are saying 2027. So like I would tell them to focus on the little things, because in my opinion, what kept Black Myth Wukong from being a great game and just a decent game was the lack of attention to detail. There was button delay on Black Myth Wukong. I hated that shit. The lack of optimization, just all the little things it didn't do right. And for me, it was hard to immerse myself in that universe because I always felt like I was fighting the game. I'm kind of getting that same vibe. And I don't want that to be something that Eastern developers are known for. So like, I really want y'all to lock in on the little details. That voice acting, y'all got to clean it up. Fire all the voice actors, get new ones. That's not it. Sync the mouths as best as you can. If you're not feeling good about the English dub, maybe do the original Chinese dub in the trailers from here on out. But y'all got to clean up that dub. It sounds, I don't know if those are people or not. That sounds like AI. And then some of the animations were pretty janky. Like when he rolled over that table, he halfway rolled around the table, and then it skipped like 10 frames and he just ended the animation. So they got to smooth out that alongside like the combat and stuff. But I see it. I see the vision. I would say that like right now in its current state, at most I'd pay like $40 for this game. But if they clean up the details, it becomes a $70 game to me. I see the potential there. So like I would encourage them to keep working on it and keep smoothing it out, but it's not quite right. But you got something there. I'll give them that much. There's something here. I like the concept. I like the name God Slayer. I like the world that they crafted, but y'all got it. The devil is always in the details. That's how you take things to the next level. And also kudos to y'all because y'all not putting this shit on PS4. We love to see that. But I think some of y'all in the chat kind of hyped this up. Y'all was like, did you see the God Slayer trailer? I thought I was about to see the next big thing. It's not quite there yet, but I do see the vision. I do see the vision. Hopefully they stick the landing. I'm going to put this game in the category of we're going to keep our eye on it. When new trailers drop, we'll break it down. I'll keep my eye on it. But right now, it's not quite day one purchase for me. Yo, shout out to Clutch Kenny with the sub. Appreciate it. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. That's my first impressions of the God Slayer. But if you want the trailer, I'll drop the link in the chat. Somebody just dropped the super chat. Hold up, one second.
Super chat my ear off. Every time
that shit disappeared. What the fuck? Oh, the bot deleted the message. You must have said something you wasn't supposed to say. Shout out to Chris with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. I don't know what you said. The bot deleted the message. It's given Azura's Wrath, Ninja Gaiden. I can see that. I can see that. State of the Play is definitely gonna have this. Yeah, I can see Sony latching themselves. Sony loves to do that shit. They had nothing to do with this game. This game was premiered on IGN's platform, but Sony sees the hype that it's gonna get, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, let's act like we made it." All right, so that's the God Slayer. What else news do I got for you all? Here we go. Oh, Splitgate, guys. Splitgate. If you're unfamiliar with it, this might be the first game to ever die 3 times. I know, right? I'm not wishing it upon it, but there's a high probability this might be the first game to ever die 3 times. First time it died because Halo came out and it was free to play and it killed all momentum that it had. Then they came back with Splitgate 2. The head developer, the CEO of the studio, stood on stage during a gaming press conference and shat on everybody in the room, his competition, as well as he wore a hat that was in reference to MAGA, and a lot of people didn't like that. And whether you agree with that or not, you think people are sensitive, people have a right to be upset. They said, oh, you fuck with that MAGA shit? You think that's funny? We're not gonna play your game. And then the third strike was the game launched with a bunch of microtransactions on top of people feeling like it didn't push enough boundaries. So the game flopped, they took it offline, and now they're rebooting it for a 3rd time. I saw this tweet on the timeline. They said, introducing the evolution of Splitgate 2. This time we will have no heroes, no abilities, no limitations. Splitgate Arena Reloaded, so they're changing the name, is no longer Splitgate 2, fuses the best of Splitgate 1 and 2, bringing back the classic arena shooter feel. Play free on PC and console on December 17th. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I said, don't ever say your word or your dollar doesn't matter. We scared the dev team so much after the dumb shit that they pulled about 6 months ago. These niggas went back to the drawing board. They pulled the servers offline, and now they're dropping Splitgate 3. Because that's what this is. They said, this is not Splitgate 1. This is not 2. This is Splitgate Arena Reloaded, bruh. So we now have an opportunity here to see a game go to hell 3 times if it doesn't stick this landing. Let's check out this new trailer, bro. Was it worth the wait, them taking the servers offline? Let's see. New era, same DNA. It looks more faster pace. No heroes, no abilities, no limits. That's very interesting that they took all the heroes and abilities out, because I feel like that's what made that different from the first game. So then my thing is like, what makes this different from the first game if you removed all the new features from the second game? Other than it does look more faster paced, but other than that, I don't know. This might be the Morbius of video games. We tricked them into re-releasing it just so we don't watch it.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Watson.
Okay, he's gonna explain.
Design director at 1047 Games, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't feel like the Heroes thing was a problem either. It added some depth to the game.
Since entering beta in May, we've heard the
like I played it, and to be fair, like I think what the CEO did was stupid, but I played the game. It was actually decent. I have no reason to cap about that shit. And I liked the abilities. I thought it added a layer of depth to the combat. Like I like to run the tanky class, so then when I was on the objective, I throw down the shield, so it forced teams to rush you down. It added a level of strategy to it. So it's very interesting to hear, if you're gonna strip that away, what are they gonna do to add it to entice people back in?
Community loud and clear. We've been hard.
They just doing anything, he said.
Taking the best of Splitgate 1 and Splitgate 2, removing what didn't work and refining what did. I'm stoked to share that Splitgate Arena Reloaded launches free to play December 17th on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Splitgate has always been a love letter to the arena shooters we grew up playing. Unreal Tournament, Quake, Halo, games that defined what made the genre special. With Arena Reloaded, our goal is to introduce that feeling to a whole new generation. We've done this by streamlining the core experience, deepening progression, and expanding what the game has to offer. We've removed factions.
You said I thought that was JG for a second.
Focused on gunplay, portals, and above all else, fun. Just like those old LAN days. We've added player stats, leaderboards, a career system, and even overhauled our competitive experience for those who love to climb the ranks.
Oh,
Plus,
brother.
we've got 5 new maps, 4 new weapons, new modes, and a whole lot more. We've got a lot to share in the coming weeks, so stay tuned to our channels for more updates. From the entire team here at 1047, see you in the arena, December 17th.
So it's basically Splitgate 1 with better graphics and a little bit faster. Low-key, they should have released it on PS4. I actually agree with that. PS4 niggas is broke. They could use a game. Oh, wait, it is. Look, what is shit? Oh, shit, PS4 niggas, y'all got a W. That's right there. Y'all got a game. Here we go. Okay, and it's going to be free to play. We know PS4 niggas don't like to buy nothing. We know who's not stimulating the economy. Over under 8 months before this is sunset. I'm not going to wish that upon anybody. What's the temperature on this? Let's go. Finally, definitely the right decision to make. Excited at how this goes. Okay, Stallion. Wait, so you're telling me it's just gunfights, no spam abilities to worry about, just pure gunfights? I love it. Okay. He's fucking with it. He says, thank you. Y'all cooked. Okay. It seems like the community's fucking with it. Yes, split goat. I'm not gonna lie, some of these accounts look like bots. I'm not gonna lie. Is Splitgate 2 gonna have something to preserve it even for offline or peer-to-peer? Cooked is stretched. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. They yearn for Unreal Tournament. Is that the vibe they're going for? Mad respect for keeping at it and working to make the game better. I definitely prefer Splitgate 1, so going into this, I hope it feels good. The ball and gun folks is doing backflips. I'm gonna check it out. Maybe I'll play it once. Maybe I'll play it once to see what it's about. I mean, it's gonna be free to play, right? All right, y'all got me. I mean, it seems like the community's fucking with it. I'm not gonna lie, these look like bot accounts, but they could be real people. It seems like people fucking with it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm one of the few that didn't mind the changes in the second game. I feel like the CEO killed the game. Did you see the music on Metroid? Yeah, I seen that shit. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Wait, so Splitgate 2 is dead after the heavy microtransactions? Yep, this is a completely different game. Y'all scared them so much they went and changed the game completely from the top to bottom. And it's dropping December 17th. So at the end of the month, PS4 people will finally have something to play. I know you guys have been waiting for a new game since the PS4 version of Jedi Survivor dropped. You guys really haven't had anything else to play. So I mean, you know, there's that. That's the name of the game, Splitgate. Let me turn that back. Splitgate. What is it? Arena Reloaded. What else I got for ya? Amazon's live action Tomb Raider adaptation will reinvent the franchise and interconnect with the games. Amazon's upcoming live action Tomb Raider series with Phoebe Waller-Bridge will interconnect with video games rather than being a standalone story with its own continuity in the vein of Angelina Jolie films. I'm not familiar with this actress. Anybody know who this is? Phoebe Waller. Phoebe Waller. Is that who that is? That does not look like Lara Croft. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe I got to see it like in an actual outfit. That does not look like Lara Croft though, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. The latest nugget of Tomb Raider laced information comes from Story Kitchen, a production company tied to the series. As shared on the company's website and spotted by social media account Infinity Tomb Raider, the deal between Story Kitchen and Amazon Studios will reinvent the franchise on a massive scale, interconnecting a new live-action television series and video games into a unified storytelling universe. So translation, has been confirmed that they are making another game. Along with the show, Amazon's game department is also assisting on the next mainline Tomb Raider entry with developer Crystal Dynamics. Story Kitchen's wording here could therefore suggest that whichever comes first, the show or the game, will perhaps lead into the other somehow, or at least drop some clues at what Tomb Raider fans can perhaps expect from the franchise's future. It will also be interesting to see how Amazon's interconnecting of the games will differ from what Netflix did with its own Tomb Raider animated series, The Legend of Lara Croft. This series took place, I don't care about that. However, other than Sophie Turner as Lara Croft, we have yet to find out which other characters from Tomb Raider series will more generally be popping up in Amazon's live action adventure. Will Turner's Lara also meet those from earlier games such as Jonah, or even someone like Werner von Croy, Lara's former mentor who popped up in the likes of Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation? The wording from Story Kitchen doesn't make it totally clear which games, past or future, it will be unifying. It's unclear if the company is referring to Amazon and Crystal Dynamics' new games in the future in the franchise, or if it will be canon to previous games in the event. She's the director, I think. They announced when the new Unreal Engine was announced or something like that. Oh, I don't remember. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because it's made by Amazon, and Amazon has more hits than misses. Even with their production on the NBA, I was skeptical about that shit. But I'm not gonna lie, NBA games on Amazon have been my favorite. Have been my favorite way to watch the NBA, and you get 60 games with Prime. So I was like, I'm not gonna watch all 85 games anyway, so whatever, bro. And Fallout's cool. A bunch of other shows they've done are cool. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll wait for a trailer to drop. I'm more skeptical about them interconnecting the games and the TV show. That's pretty ambitious, and I feel like that could fuck up either or even both, because they're trying so hard to create this Marvel cinematic universe. I can see a world where something happens in the game and they forget to reference it in the show, or vice versa, and then it fucks up the continuity of the world or whatever, and then you're just pissing off all the fans. I think they should kind of keep them separate and just focus on making good products. But I mean, yeah, The Boys is fire too. Who knows? Maybe they're able to pull it off. I just hope we're far enough removed from Uncharted to where when the next Tomb Raider comes out, niggas will stop calling Tomb Raider Uncharted with a girl. Because friendly reminder, Lara Croft came before fucking Nathan Drake. And even still, Nathan Drake is just a ripoff of Indiana Jones, but y'all not ready to have that conversation.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Exactly. That's how I know y'all don't play no games. Nathan Drake was not the first white man with a beard to find some treasure. Matter of fact, he's not even the coolest to do it, because the other one who was finding treasure was also beating up Nazis. Nathan Drake never did that. Y'all not ready to have that conversation. But anyways, uncultured swines. Shit, that's so disrespectful to Tomb Raider. I hate these casuals. No, I'm not even joking. That was a real thing. If you was there, you know it. I remember when I was streaming the last Tomb Raider games, which, by the way, the last few Tomb Raider games were fire. Just mad people in the chat, man. This shit's stupid. Play Uncharted. This shit's a ripoff of an Uncharted. What? Yo, Tomb Raider been around since the 90s. What are you talking about, bruh? And it was well into the fucking early 2000s, but I think it was because that was their first third-person action game with treasure hunting. They think Nathan Drake invented everything. The Gen Z gamers, bruh. Not to say that like Uncharted is a terrible series, not like that, but like Uncharted fans are just fucking annoying to me. Chill on my boy like that. Hey, but Uncharted multiplayer is hella underrated. I'll say that much. Hella underrated. The Naughty Dog drones. What else I got for you? Sony Interactive Entertainment partners with Bad Robot Games to produce and publish the studio's first internally developed game. Sony Interactive today announced a partnership with video game studio Bad Robot Games, a division of Bad Robot, the film television and theater production company founded by J.J. Abrams for Sony Interactive Entertainment to produce and publish the studio's upcoming project, an unannounced 4-player cooperative shooter directed by Mike Booth, who made Left 4 Dead, or worked on Left 4 Dead. The game is currently in development for PS5 and PC. More details will be shared later. Partnering with Sony Interactive allows us to bring our new IP to life with an expansive vision of this new universe, said Anna Sweet, CEO of Bad Robot Games. With the support of PlayStation, we hope to deliver a bold, innovative experience that is truly special for players. I could not be more excited that Mike Booth is at the creative helm, crafting a cooperative adventure that will lead to unforgettable moments with friends. We are greatly impressed with the talent Bad Robots Games has assembled at the studio, and we're thrilled to partner with them to help produce and publish their upcoming game, the VP of Sony said. I think we should be keeping an eye on this, whatever they're making, just for the simple fact that Mike Booth is working on it, who's the head of creativity up there. He worked on Left 4 Dead. This is going to be a 4-player co-op game. Left 4 Dead was a 4-player co-op game. Doesn't mean it's going to be a zombie game, but at bare minimum, whatever game they're working on for PlayStation, it's in the hands of somebody who's very experienced at making fun co-op experiences. And I literally just said on stream yesterday, damn near every game needs to have co-op. If you want to take it to the next level, just put co-op in it, as long as it's optional, man. I want to see Souls games with co-op in that bitch. Like Neo 3, that's the reason I'm excited about it, because I can play with friends. As long as you scale the game's difficulty for co-op, it works. And then give people the option to play single player. So I'm happy to see another co-op game has been announced. It's being made by somebody who knows that co-op shit, bro. I need an Army of Two sequel, but with 4-player co-op, that could be fire. That could be fire. Fuck all these live service games. Like, let's just... I feel like people think they love live service games, but really what they love is the multiplayer aspect of live service, because you get to play with friends. And that's why I advocate for more streamlined, intentional co-op games, because then it gives you that experience of playing with friends without all the junk and the mud that comes with live service games, like loot boxes, endless grinds, terrible stories. I'd rather have a focused co-op experience with really fleshed out mechanics. He said, but I don't got no friend yet. Somebody said that yesterday. What you want me to do? It's easier. I don't care if I come across as an asshole. I stand on that shit. It's easier than ever to have to make friends. Not having friends is a fucking choice in 2025. You don't need to have 1 million friends, just a couple quality ones. Take your ass outside, hop in a Discord, hit somebody up on Reddit or something, bruh. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Make the effort. You got time to sit in my chat and bitch about your lack of friends. You got time to make some, nigga. Yeah, I said it. All right. And before we move on, what about the people that are mean and don't want to be your friend? Not everybody in life is going to be your fucking friend, and that's fine. Nigga, I'm not going to be your friend. But somebody will. Somebody will love you. Your mama love you, don't she? There's hope, nigga. God damn. You said do not hit someone up on Reddit. You're right. Like, God fucking damn, bro. Stop trolling. Last but not least, Sega says it will leverage AI in game development when appropriate. We talked a lot about AI on the stream yesterday. Sega's talking about it now. Sega has decided that now's the time to join the myriad of other companies in the game industry adopting artificial intelligence to streamline the development processes. In response to a question about combating ballooning game development budgets per VGC, translation, we want to increase our profit margins, Sega executives said during a Q&A session after the company's Q2 financial results presentation that it will use the most efficient development methods available. If that happens to be AI, which is becoming increasingly popular in the games industry as of late, then that's what Sega will use. It just won't be everywhere all the time, apparently, but it will be there. They go on to say, rather than fully following the trend towards large-scale development, we will also pursue efficiency improvements, such as leveraging AI, the company said. However, as AI adoption can face strong resistance in creative areas such as character creation, we will proceed by carefully assessing appropriate use cases, such as streamlining development processes. Meaning they're going to dabble in it, they're going to get their feet wet, but they're not 100% sold on it. I just hope whatever you guys use it for, it's not for fucking storytelling and art, especially storytelling, because I'm not gonna lie, some Sega game, a lot of y'all Sega games, y'all don't got the best stories, okay? Yeah, I said it. Sonic and the Werehogs, What's the one with the bestiality, Sonic and the sword, where he was fucking the princess and shit? I'm not gonna lie. If those games came out today and you told me they were written by AI, I would believe it. Yeah, Sonic 06. What do you mean? What do you mean he's fucking a princess and he's got a sword? Did ChatGPT write that shit? So I hope they're not writing any Sonic stories. Whoever wrote the movies, that's who's need to be writing the damn games, bruh. Sonic 06. So for Sonic 06, if you would have told me, if that came out today, and you would have told me somebody put a prompt in ChatGPT that said, recreate the Android saga using Sonic characters, I would believe you. Yeah, so we're gonna add this new hedgehog in there named Silver. He's gonna come from the future. He's gonna warn everybody. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. I'd believe that shit. So I hope it's not Sonic games you're doing that shit with. And Yakuza games either. We don't want to see that shit, bro. We don't want to see that shit. What about Sonic Frontiers? Nobody likes Sonic Frontiers but Sonic fans. Nobody's talking about that game, bro. Nobody. Sonic Frontiers had a moment for about a week that it came out, and it's gone after that. Sonic Frontiers. Nobody want to talk about that.